Hello children, welcome to today's class. In the previous class we have discussed about the story The Snake and a Mirror, about the homeopath, what he has done. He was discussing with his friends about the snakes and he went to the restaurant, had his meal, then he went back to his rented room. There he was living along with the rats, and what he has done, he took a book of Metrika and he was reading that, and suddenly he heard a sound and he saw a large mirror and a comb there, and he was having different ideas in his mind. What were that ideas? That he was planning to have an attractive smile all the time on his face, and he want to grow a thin mustache, and what else, he want to marry a fat girl who has plenty of money and she should be a doctor, and if he does any silly mistakes, she should not catch him. Like that, with that ideas he was thinking in that way. Suddenly a sound came, third, a sound came. Then when he heard that sound, just he turned back, and simultaneously the snake has wriggled to his left shoulder. Wriggle means circled around to his left shoulders. His face and the snake's face were simultaneously. Up till there we have finished in the previous class. Let's continue with the today's part, next part. So what he has done, when the snake has wriggled his left shoulder, what he has done? He did not jump, he did not tremble, he did not jump. If we see something, what we do? We jump, we tremble, we cry, we shout, but he did not do anything like that. I didn't cry out. There was no time to do any such thing. Why he did not do that? Because there was no time. Everything was so sudden that he don't had time also to do such kind of actions. The snake slithered along my shoulder and coiled around my left arm above the elbow. Slithered means what? Moved. It slowly moved, and again it has coiled to his left arm above the elbow. The left arm above the elbow, here it has what is coiled. The hood was spread out and its head was hardly 3 to 4 inches from my face. Hood, the snake, if you see the snake like this, snake, when a snake hood means this, when it spreads, it will be like this shape, this is called as a hood, children. So the hood was spread out and its head was hardly 3 to 4 inches. It was hardly 3 to 4 inches to his face. It would not be correct to say merrily that I sat there holding my breath. I was turned to stone, but my mind was very active. The door opened into darkness. The room was surrounded by darkness. In the light of the lamp, I sat there like a stone image of flesh, even though at that time his body was absent, but what was active? His mind was active. He was like a stone image. He was sitting, only flesh is there, but he was like a stone image. He was sitting, means he was not able to understand what to do. He holded his breath and he was sitting like a stone there. I felt then the great presence of the creator of this world and this universe. At that time, when we are into the troubles, whom do we think of? Yes, exactly. We think of the creator, the God. At that time only the God, we will remember the God. So when he was into the trouble, then he felt the great presence of the creator of this world, of this universe. So he was thinking, yes, God was there. Suppose I said something and he did not like it. I tried in my imagination to write in bright letters outside my little heart the words, "Oh God." So I was thinking himself, if I say anything wrong, the God also will not help me. So what he has done, he was thinking himself and praying to God. In his little heart he was saying, "Oh God, please help me." So there was some pain in my left arm. Why there was pain in his left arm? Because the snake has wriggled around his left shoulder. It was like a thick leaded rod. No, a rod made of molten fire. Leaded rod means if you keep in a fire the iron, how it will become? It will become very red in color. Have you seen any time? Yes. It like that, it was a fire, like his arm was paining, his arm like molten fire, it was paining, and was slowly but powerfully crushing my arm. His arm was crushing, you know how crushing? It was crushing like this. So the arm was beginning to drain all my strength. He lost all his strength. Now what could I do? At my slightest movement, the snake would strike me. Death lurked 4 inches away. Suppose it struck, what was the medicine I had to take? There was no medicine in the room. I was but a poor, foolish, and a stupid doctor. I forgot my danger and smiled feebly at myself. So, this man, he was thinking, if this snake strikes me, what I have to do? Death is lurked. Lurked means it's very near to him. Only 4 inches far the death is to him. Suppose if the snake stuck him, what medicine he has to take? He is thinking of himself. I was a poor, foolish, and a stupid doctor. He is saying to himself, I am a foolish and a stupid doctor. Why? Because he forgot his own danger and he smiled feebly at myself. He was smiling feebly. Feebly means weakly. It seemed as if God appreciated that. The snake turned its head. It looked into the mirror and saw its reflection. I did not claim that it was the first snake that had ever looked into a mirror, but it was certain that the snake was looking into the mirror. Was it admiring its own beauty? Was it trying to make an important decision about growing a mustache or using eyeshadow and mascara or wearing a vermilion spot on its forehead? So, here he was praying. When you pray, God will listen to your prayers. Here, this homeopath also was praying, oh God, please help me. Maybe God has listened his prayer. What he has done, it has appreciated that. The snake, what it has done, it has turned its head. First, the snake's head was to his face. Now, it has turned. It has turned its head, and what it has done, it was looking into the mirror now. A mirror was there in that near the table. So, that snake was looking its own reflection into the mirror. So, he was thinking, this is the first snake who is looking its reflection, its own beauty and admiring its own beauty. So, what decision this snake might be taking? He was thinking, as he was also doctor, when he was looking into the mirror, he has taken 2 to 3 decisions. So, now the same imagination is thinking about the snake also. What decision might the snake taking? He is thinking that maybe this snake is thinking to grow the mustaches to look more beautiful, or maybe it is thinking to keep the mascara. You know, girls, you know what is mascara? You keep for the eyelids, the shadow mascara, or else it might be wearing a vermilion. The married woman will keep a vermilion here, red color spot. So, it is thinking in behalf of the snake that maybe the snake is thinking about this all. I don't know anything for certain. What sex was the snake? Was it a male or female? I never know, for the snake unwound itself from my arm and slowly slithered into my lap. From there, it crept into the table and moved towards the mirror. Perhaps it wanted to enjoy its reflection at closer quarters. He's saying now about the snake. I don't know about anything about that snake. Maybe it's a male or a female. So, what happened? It slowly moved from his shoulder to lap. What is lap? Here. It moved to the lap. Then it crept to the table and moved towards. It went very near to the mirror. Perhaps it sat there and it was looking in a close quarter his own reflection. I was no merry image cut in granite. I was suddenly a man of flesh and blood. Still holding my breath, I got up from the chair. I quietly went out through the door into the veranda. From there, I leaped into the yard and ran for all I was worth. Phew! Each of us heaved a high sigh of relief. All of us lit beadies. Somebody asked, Doctor, is your wife very fat? No, the doctor said. God willed otherwise. My life companion is a thin, reedy person with a gift of a sprinter. Reedy, what do you mean by reedy? Not pleasant, but sprinter. God has gifted me, sprinter, me a fast runner. My wife is a fast runner, is saying. So when the snake moved off, how he was? He was, the flesh came away, means previously he was like a stone, now the blood is moving into the flesh. Holding his breath, what he has done, slowly he moved from there and he ran away from there. Then what did someone ask? Someone asked, did your wife chased you? No, my wife did not chase. Then someone asked, is your wife very fat? No, my wife is not fat. My wife is a thin lady with a gift of sprinter. One more question was asked. Someone else asked, doctor, when you ran, did the snake follow you? The doctor replied, I ran and ran till I reached a friend's house. Immediately, I smeared oil all over myself and took a bath. I changed into fresh clothes. The next morning at about 8:30, I took my friend and one or two others to my room to move my things from there. But we found we had little to carry. Some thief had removed most of my things. The room has been cleaned out, but not really. The thief had left behind one thing as a fine insult. What was that? What was that? I asked. The doctor said, my vest, the dirty one. The fellow had such a sense of cleanliness, the rascal could have taken it and used it after washing with soap and water. Did you see the snake next day, doctor? The doctor laughed. I have never seen it since. It was a snake which was taken with its own beauty. So by this the story ends. I hope you have understood the story. So what the doctor has done, he ran away from that place and next day morning he went to his friend's house and next day he came along with his friends. He wanted to take whatever the belongings are there. So when he went into the room, nothing was left in that room. What was there? If you come back to the picture, you can see everything is empty. Only one thing is hanged there to the wall. That is vest. Vest means what? What do you mean by vest? You all wear a garment worn under the shirt, a banyan. You say, na, as a boys wear the banyan. So that was only there and he was shouting, why this man, this thief kept only this vest? This rascal would have taken it, cleaned, washed it and used it. Na? It's a great insult to me that he has left that vest there, he thought to himself. So it is like funny story. Did you enjoy the story, children? Before we wind up, let's look about the glossary. What is a glossary? That is the meanings, the hard words meanings. Once I will read for you. Full-blooded, strong, meager, small in quantity, solitary and single, vest, a garment worn under a shirt or a piece of underwear, gable, upper part of a wall below a sloping roof, parting, a line on a person's head where the hair is divided with a comb, pace, to walk up and down many times. Third, a dull sound made when a heavy object falls, wriggled, moved by twisting and turning, slithered, moved, glided. Quarters, parts of the body, hood, an expanded part of a snake's head, molten, heated to a very high temperature. Lurk, be about, lie in wait. Mascara, a substance put on eyelashes to make them look dark and thick. Vermilion, bright red in color. I was no image cut in granite. The doctor no longer stood there like a statue. A man of flesh and blood, a normal man, reedy, not pleasant. Sprinter, a fast runner, taken with, attracted by. Following that, you have a small question and answers which you have to once go through the lesson and answer to these questions. The doctor heard a sound coming from about 3 times. What was it? It was the sound of the rats. Why did the doctor sit like a stone? I will just read the questions because you have to say the answer to me. Okay? Go through the lesson once and write the answers for these questions. What made the doctor forget his fears and have a sense of relief? Did the snake admire its beauty? Yes or no? If it is yes, write your opinion. If it is no, write your opinion. Why did the doctor want to marry a woman doctor? What kind of woman doctor would he like to marry? What did the doctor think about the snake when it looked into the mirror? The last and the final question, why did the doctor run to his friend's house? Did the snake want to harm the doctor? Why or why not? Then down you have a box. Here the list of sentences are there. Now you need to tick which one is a correct in that ticking box. I didn't tremble, I didn't cry out. Is it correct? Did the doctor tremble or cried out? Is it right? If it is right, tick right. If it is wrong, tick wrong. I sat here holding my breath. Yes, it was right. I forgot my danger and smiled feebly at myself. It is wrong. Holding my breath, I got up from the chair. Right. I leaped into the yard and ran for all I was worth. Right. I don't claim that it was the first snake that has ever looked into the mirror. Wrong. Before I wind up the grammar part, we will see into the next class. Sir, pause. Next is the vocabulary, children. Tick the right meaning of the words underlined below. The first one is the house was not electrified. See the options. Which one is the correct one? You have three options there. Which one suits to that meaning? The house was not electrified. Yes, A1 is the correct. There was no electricity in the house. The next second one, the earnings were meager. What is the meaning of meager? The underlined word meager. Meager means very small. So B is a correct answer. I also possessed one solitary black coat. Solitary. What is the meaning of solitary? Already I have explained when I said the lesson. Single. Yes, A is the correct answer. I made another earth-shaking decision. What is the meaning of earth-shaking decision? Is it valuable, dangerous or important? Yes, it's C, important. The room was surrounded by darkness. What is that? Surrounded with darkness. Full of, covered or encircled? It's encircled. C is the correct one. Some thief had removed most of my things. Damaged, destroyed or stolen? What is the correct one? Stolen. Yes, children, these are the answers. Next, come to the second. Read the following sentences from the text and notice the underlined word. What are that? Suddenly there came a dull thud as if a rubber tube had fallen onto the ground. Thud means a low dull sound. So down he has given a box, words are there and you have to write the meanings. So children, see that words, look into the dictionary and write out the meanings of that words. Bang. What is a bang? Lightly I am saying a sudden loud sound. Clang. A loud ringing sound. Buzz. A continuous low sound. Ring. The sound that bell makes. Now you look into the dictionary and find out the different meanings of that. Next, continue to that. In that third you have use the linkers given in the box to complete the story. The linkers may be usually more than one. So linkers, what are the linkers? Linkers we use to join the two sentences. So here down he has given in the box the options. Which option suits there in the blank you need to fill by reading the story. Once I will do for this to you. A young doctor lived in a village. The doctor told his friends an interesting story about himself and a cobra. It was a hot summer night. Dash. Dash. He opened the door. What word will be suitable there to join these two sentences? Yes, when. When he opened the door. He heard a sound, dash, as well known to his, what is that? Which was well known to him. He and Rat shared the room. There was no electricity in the house. Dash, he took out a box of matches and lit a kerosene lamp. So he took out a box of matches and lit a kerosene lamp. He took off his clothes and lay down. Dash. But, what will be there suitable word? But he could not sleep. He got up from the bed and started reading a storybook. Near the table there was a mirror, which tempted him to look into at himself. The dash is which. In the dash you have to write which. He was unmarried dash. So he was particular about his handsomeness. He wanted to marry a woman doctor who had plenty of money and should be fat. While he was having such thoughts, suddenly he felt as if a rubber tube had fallen to the ground when a snake landed on his shoulder. At that time, the only thing he could do was to pray to God. The snake would bite him at any moment, but suddenly turned its head and started admiring its beauty in the mirror. The doctor was thus saved. So, these are the linkers which are used to complete the story. Means to join two sentences we use the linkers. Next part you have the grammar part, children. The grammar part. Read the following sentences from the story. Here we found we had little to carry. Some thief had removed most of my things. So, in the above two sentences, the first one, what is that? We found, we had little to carry, had little, have had. Had means what? We are talking about the past tense. It is a simple past tense. And the second sentence, the thief had removed most of my things. The second sentence is past perfect tense, had removed, past perfect tense. So, before I go to this, I want to explain you about the grammar, then we will finish off. So, before I wind up, let us take the assignment. The grammar part I will explain to the next class about the tenses and about the phrasal verbs. So, before I wind up, children, take the assignment of today's class. Write a summary of the snake and a mirror in your own words. Prepare a funny poster regarding this lesson. So, go and read the lesson, children, and write the assignment and send me through the mail. Okay, thank you for watching this class. Have a great day.